What's going on, everybody? I'm going to be checking out the latest single here from the band Kimera. The name of the song is Equilibrium, and they actually released their new album, I believe, on November 8th. It's called Rise From Your Grave. I have not checked it out yet, so I figured, before I listen to the album, let's check out this latest single and, see what we got. Let's see if this entices us to run and go listen to the album. So, without further ado, let's just give it a listen, shall we? Rangers, go.
We are trying to understand the infinity of us, crime and justice are stretches of a mind. We're roots and secrets of a complicated life. I wish to reach the highest peak while remaining on the ground. Hope the home is out to dream and to be the man in time. Wanna leave, I can't succeed while the world against to me. While I feel the stones my feet want to bother me.
Interesting. There is a little anticlimactic, in my opinion. Yeah, I really like the acoustic guitar work. That was really nice. The song it had a nice like it was kind of like a moody, kind of atmospheric, acoustic kind of deal, with some symphonic. Like there were some strings, in the background and whatnot, and you know, I, I feel like they had something there, but it didn't really go anywhere. It just was a very linear song that just it just didn't have anything that really kind of captures you. There's a couple moments where you kind of had both vocalists singing at the same time, and the one was doing like the more operatic, and it sounded really, really cool, but it was so brief. It was so incredibly brief, and I feel like this kind of song, if they don't want to build up to like a bombastic thing, which is fine, they definitely don't have to. It's kind of cliche where you have this type of song in a symphonic metal band that it would gradually build up to a grand, epic, whatever. But if you want to just have this style of song where it stays relatively linear and it doesn't really have any big ups and downs or whatnot, you really need to have a solid melody. And I feel like this song just had a very kind of standard melody. It didn't have anything that's kind of memorable to it. It just had a very general kind of way about it that just doesn't stand out or doesn't really pull you in. And again, I like the aspect to where they were kind of doing an acoustic kind of style song with some strings in the background, and that could have been really, really good, but I feel like the vocal melody itself just didn't have anything there. It was just very basic. And so it just ended up kind of just falling short. And then the way it ended, it was kind of like, oh, like I didn't even really catch like a chorus or even like a bridge, or it was just kind of like one big long verse, sort of. And so it came and went and just never really grabbed me. So I feel like their initial idea, was solid, but was cool, doing kind of an acoustic ballad style, moody, atmospheric kind of song. But they just really needed to get a solid melody in there, and it just very general. So yeah, and like I said, it's kind of anticlimactic because then it's just over, and I was like, oh, okay, and there was a moment there too where you kind of had the drums kind of kicking in, but then it just didn't really, that didn't go anywhere either. So the whole song, I feel like it is just like a train that's just didn't go anywhere. It was moving kind of, but it had no direction. So yeah, that's my take on that. I'm still gonna listen to the album because they released a couple other singles um, that were pretty cool, and they definitely have that potential there. But this song itself, I can't say I was the biggest fan of it. But anywho, let me know in the comments down below if you've listened to their previous singles, or if what you think of this song here. Are you gonna check out the album? Have you listened to the album already? Let's talk about it in the comments down below, and I'll catch y'all next time. Ranger out.